Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to be moving through a Vinyasa sequence that will move quite quickly. I was pondering just as I was hitting record what to theme this class around. And what came up right away is something that I often say in relation to the different styles of yoga that there are. I am of the belief system that no school of thought, no particular track of one size fits all exists. Instead, I think there's value in all these different formats, all these different tools for healing. And you have to create your own individual toolbox and know when to use each tool. And I often say that Vinyasa is a bit of a gateway into what is subtle. If someone is entirely new to yoga, in some ways a practice like Yin, because of its simplicity, makes it accessible. But what makes it incredibly challenging is to be still, to be quiet, to listen to your own thoughts. That's really hard. And we're not conditioned to do that in our culture. We're just simply not. We look out, we externalize, we outsource most of our needs. So that shift of learning how to look inwards is quite abrupt and it can be quite challenging. So for that reason, sometimes Vinyasa, where there is a very obvious movement pattern, breath to movement, sensation is bold, it's loud, it can become a little bit easier to get in that meditative state of flow that is neither in the future, in the past, that's fully awake and alive to this breath, whatever it is. So today's practice is a tool to do just that, to shake up what is stagnant, to move as an opportunity to be in this feeling body today. So with that, let's jump right in. Join me in a seat, so you can choose to sit up on a pillow, allowing the sit bones to ground, the spine to lengthen. And then when you're ready, get out all the little fidgets, all the little adjustments, and then relax your arms towards your legs, find a long spine. Notice all the portions of the body that are touching the floor. And grow a little bit taller through the crown of the head from there. Beginning to notice the natural cadence of your breath. That breath, it's what allows us to shift our focus from the outside in. It's your greatest tool to bring you to presence. So whenever the mind does wander, just notice that. And then from your toolbox, you access the breath. We'll begin with some equilateral breathing. We'll use the count of 3. The breath will be in and out the nose. As you breathe, try to breathe into the low belly, the side bodies, and the upper chest. So you're breathing into as much of the upper body as possible. Before we begin, let's take one big clearing breath in and out the mouth. Or rather, in the nose, out the mouth. Full inhale through the nose. Exhale, big sigh, let it out the mouth. Close the lips. Inhale through the nose for 1, 2, 3. Exhale out the nose for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, low belly, side bodies, upper chest. Exhale, upper chest, side bodies, and low belly. Keep carrying on in that way. And as we move through the practice, this is our anchor. We continually call on the presence that the breath access. When you're ready, join me in a child's pose. You can take your time to flicker open the eyes, remove any props that are out from underneath you. Eventually opening the knees wide enough so the torso can rest heavy between the thighs. Toes are touching or moving towards touching. No, you can always support the practice in any way you need. You could slide a pillow underneath the knees, between the knees, under the hips, the forehead, always up to you. Find your breath. Allow the breath to travel up and down the length of the spine. Take in one more big inhale, get long from the tailbone to the tips of the fingers. And as you exhale, begin to walk your fingertips up and over to the right, any amount. So the movement, it could be quite tiny, but continually anchor your left hip back in space, allowing the hips to be heavy, creating space in the left side body by slightly compressing the right. Next inhalation, walk your fingertips forward towards the top of the space. Take a round of breath just to pause, to notice. And when you're ready, with an exhale, walk your fingertips up and over to the left. Let the head be heavy. Breathe space between the ribs. Slowly walk your fingertips forward once again. And make your way to a tabletop position, shifting your shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees. Keep your left hand as is. Inhale, reach your right arm upwards, finding an easy twist. Taking a big inhale, get long from the tailbone to the center of the heart. Reach your right arm back. And as you exhale, thread it through. Come onto the right ear, the right cheek, the right shoulder. Tops of the feet can stay on the ground. Move your hips a little bit to the right so the hips stay above the knees. Left hand can stay as is, or join me for a half bind, extending your left arm up. Feel free to stay there, or you might bring it to the low back, or maybe even the upper right thigh. A few deep breaths here. You release slowly. If you're in any version of the half bind, extend the left arm up and then bring it back to the ground. We release the twist. Inhale, reach the right arm high. Exhale, right hand down. Spread your right fingers wide. Hug the belly button up and in. Left arm upwards towards the ceiling. Easy twist once again. Get long from the tailbone to the center of the heart, to the crown of the head. Take in a big inhale. Exhale, thread it through, coming onto the left ear, the left cheek, the left shoulder. And then you can keep your right hand as is, anchoring your right hip back in space. Or you can extend your right arm upwards. You could bring it to the low back, or maybe even the upper left thigh. Wherever you are, every inhale, find length. And as you exhale, see if you can open up your right shoulder towards the ceiling. Return the right hand down to the ground. Inhale, reach the left arm upwards. And exhale, release, left hand down to the ground. Spread your fingers wide. Inhale, tilt the tail high, lower the belly down towards the ground, spread through the sit bones, spread through the collarbones, squeeze the shoulder blades tight. You might even shift your gaze slightly up. Take in one more full inhale. Exhale, navel towards the spine, chin to chest. Press the upper back far away from the floor, so creating a dome in the upper body. 2 cycles of breath, breath to movement. Inhale, lower the belly down towards the ground, squeeze the shoulder blades tight. Exhale, navel towards the spine, round. One more slow cycle. Inhale, brings the spine back to neutral. Walk your palms 1 hand distance forward. Curl your toes behind you. Glide the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Use the first few rounds of breath just to explore, to pedal through the heels, to sway the hips from side to side. You're never in a hurry. In fact, there's no destination. It's really just what you happen to notice along the way. Eventually finding stillness, press the ground far away from you so your shoulders are high up towards the ears. As you inhale, come high up onto the balls of the feet, as high up as you can, lifting the heels high. Keep hugging the navel up and in. Try to eliminate the space between your upper legs and your low belly. Take in one more big inhale. Exhale, drive the heels down to the earth. Twice more, just like that. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, heels lower down. Last time. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, heels to the floor. Slowly walk your feet forward to the top of the space. A gentle ragdoll pose. Letting the feet be hip distance apart or maybe even wider. And then you can grab for opposite elbows, or you could interlace your hands to the nape of the neck. Really make it your own, but feel free to sway, feel free to wiggle. Releasing any tension that's no longer yours to hold. Keep a gentle bend in the legs, and then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, lift the torso. Begin to rise all the way up to a standing position. So the head will be the last thing that lifts. Once you're at the top of the range of motion, feel free to fidget, to move, to wiggle what's here right now. We're going to do a very gentle movement with breath. The breath will be in the nose, and we'll exhale with a big sigh out the mouth. With our inhales, we'll lift our arms high. You can really make this your own. Your arms don't have to be doing anything in particular. You might even shift the hips slightly forward. And as you exhale with a really big bend in the legs, you'll sweep your arms down to the ground. Head is heavy. And then fingertips might even extend upwards. So you just keep moving just like that. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, big sigh, let it out the mouth, fold. 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale, arms high. And as you exhale, relax your arms by your sides. Take a moment, find stillness, simply feel. Grounding through the feet, getting a little bit taller through the crown of the head. Relaxing your arms by the side bodies. 3 sun A's. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, palms to touch. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step the feet back to a plank. Big inhale here. Exhale, lower down, your option. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, glide the hips up and back, downward facing dog. I'm not giving too much guidance during today's Sun A, so do feel free to make them unique, make them yours. Remembering Vinyasa just means linking breath with movement, whatever movements they happen to be. Next, inhalation, walk, step, or hop your feet forward all the way between the hands, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, chest to thighs, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, reach the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hinge from the hips, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step the feet back to a plank. Big inhale. Exhale, lower down, your option. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, glide the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Simply breathe within this shape. Next, inhalation, walk, step, or hop your feet forward all the way between the hands, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, chest to thighs, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms all the way overhead, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to the heart. Last round. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step the feet back to a plank. Big inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, glide the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Next, inhalation, walk, step, or hop the feet forward all the way between the hands, lengthen the spine, halfway lift. Exhale, chest to thighs. Inhale, reach the arms all the way overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. To downward dog. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest, halfway lift. Hands to the floor, step back to plank. Full inhale. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale to downward facing dog. Press the ground actively away from you. Lifting the tail high, hugging the navel up and in, finding that intelligent edge in the shoulders, but most importantly, finding length in the spine. Next, inhalation, reach your right leg high, three-legged dog. Take a moment just to explore. No additional instructions, so move in any way that curiosity asks that you would move. Eventually square the hips, wrap your outer right thigh downwards towards the ground. Lift the right heel high, engage your right leg. Full inhale there. Exhale, step the right foot to the inside of the right thumb, low lunge. Anchor your right hip back, left hip crease steers forward. Soften the left knee down to the ground. Keep your inner thighs squeezing towards one another. Keep your left glute engaged as you lift the shoulders to stack above the hips. Sink into the hips. Right knee is right above the right ankle. Reaching the arms high. Full inhale. Exhale, half split, straightening your right leg any amount. And then think about lengthening your belly button forward, keeping your right foot active, extending behind the right knee. engaging your right quadricep. Most importantly, find your edge by finding your breath. Next, inhale, low crescent lunge. Bend your right knee right above the right ankle. Sink into the hips. Engage the left glute. Reach the arms high. Big inhale here. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Curl your left toes behind you. Hug the navel up and in. Inhale, reach the right leg high up and back. Three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose, round the back body. Inhale, expand, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow, cross the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Anchor the right hip back, left hip crease steers forward. Reach the arms high. And for now, let's all bring a bend into the left leg. Find your inner thighs squeezing towards one another. Tailbone scoops forward. Sensation intensifies in the front of the left hip. And keeping that intensity, you might choose to extend the left heel, keeping your left glute engaged, reaching the arms high. Full inhale. Exhale, navel up and in. Sweep the arms by the side bodies. Airplane lunge. Pinky fingers squeeze towards one another. Right hip crease anchors back in space. Hug the navel up and in so there is space between the low belly and the upper right thigh. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale to plank. Your path to downward facing dog. Unite the breath. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Inhale, left leg rises, three-legged dog. Feel free to open up the hips, explore, move in any way that you'd like to. Eventually square the hips. Wrap your outer left thigh downwards towards the ground. Left heel high. Big inhale into the side bodies. Exhale, step the left foot to the inside of the left thumb, low lunge. Anchor the left hip crease back, right hip crease steers forward, and then soften the right knee down to the ground. Right glute activates, hug the navel up and in. Lift the torso, rise up as you sink into the hips. Reach the arms high. Energize all the way through to the tips of the fingers. Take in one more big inhale here. Exhale, half split, straightening your left leg any amount. Right away, think about lengthening your belly button forward, bringing any support you need into the practice so that the breath is what is speaking the loudest. Sensation is strong, but it's that sensation dancing with the breath that creates the state of flow. Back to low crescent lunge, bending the left knee, reaching the arms high. One more full inhale. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Engage your right leg, hug the navel up and in, round the upper back. With an inhale, reach the left leg high up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back body. Inhale, expand, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to the right elbow, cross the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward to the inside of the left thumb, low lunge. Anchor your left hip crease back, right hip crease steers forward. Slowly rise all the way up to a high crescent lunge, relaxing your arms for now, bringing a bend into the right leg. Engage your right glute, steer your left hip crease back, right hip crease forward. And then you might choose to extend the right heel, extend the arms high. Big inhale into the upper body. Exhale, airplane lunge. Bring the torso to 45 degrees. Hug the navel up and in. Squeeze the pinky fingers tight behind you. Inhale, reach the arms high. High crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale to plank, or rather, yes, inhale to plank. Exhale your path towards downward facing dog. All right, my lovelies, we are going to now move a little bit quicker. We'll move one breath, one movement. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Left knee down, inhale, low crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor, engage your left leg. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose, round the back body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the left elbow, cross the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, arms high, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, high crescent. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale to plank. Exhale, optional vinyasa. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out the mouth. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, low crescent lunge, right knee down. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor, right leg lifts. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the right elbow, cross the body. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, arms high, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge. Inhale, arms high, high crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, plank. Exhale, we meet to downward facing dog. Whew. All right, guys, we're gonna do that one more time. We're gonna add two shapes. We'll be adding warrior 3 and warrior 2. Otherwise, breath to movement, I'll talk you through it, but let your breath guide. Big inhale to get it. Exhale, big sigh, let it go. Inhale, right leg rises. Exhale, step the right foot forward, left knee down. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged. Exhale to the right shoulder. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge. We'll pause right here. Squeeze the shoulder blades tight. Ground through all four corners of the front foot. And then slowly transition your body weight forward so that you're entirely balancing on the right leg. Left toes down towards the ground. Hug the navel up and in. Chest is broad. Keep squeezing the shoulder blades tight. Take in one more full inhale. Slowly we meet back in airplane lunge. Bend the right knee right above the right ankle. Engage your left leg. Squeeze the pinky fingers tight. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, arms high, high crescent. Exhale to warrior two. Turn the left heel down behind you. Arms open wide to a T. One strong line of energy from fingertip to fingertip. Tracking the right knee towards the right pinky toe. Engaging into the glute, engaging your left glute so you can sink into the hips. Flip your right palm upwards. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Reach your right arm high. Get long from the right hip bone all the way through to the right wrist. Take in one more full inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the arms all the way down to the ground. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Bring your right knee forward towards your outer right wrist. You can wiggle your right shin forward any amount. You could elevate your hips with a pillow or a blanket. You can choose to stay upright, or leading with the belly button, you extend forward until you find that intelligent edge of sensation in your outer right hip. Closing the eyes. Using breath and sensation as tools to keep you within. Last few full rounds of breath here. And slowly you'll rise all the way up, back up onto the palms. Roll to the right hip so that you can free your left leg long and meet me in a butterfly pose. This first round will bring our heels really close to the hips. We won't be folding forward. However, if you find that your low back is rounding, you can choose to elevate the hips. We're gonna do a little bit of push and resistance work. So you'll bring your hands to the insides of your legs, not pressing directly on the kneecap. And this is really gentle, but if you're firm, you're persistent. As you inhale, you'll press into your hands with your legs. Try to resist the action as much as you can. And then do the opposite. So now you try to push on your knees, push on the inner legs, your inner legs resist. And you keep moving just like that. So you press into the hands, press through the hips. Twice more. And slowly you can bring your knees back towards one another. We meet in downward facing dog. You can get there in the path of your own choice. Last round. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, big sigh, let it out the mouth. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward, right knee down. Inhale, low crescent lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, low crescent. Exhale, low lunge, right leg lifts. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge, and we pause here. Find the line from the right hip all the way through to the right heel. Squeeze the shoulder blades tight. Ground through all four corners of the front foot, and keeping the hips exactly as they are, slowly transition your body weight to that left foot. Keep your right leg strong and active. Right toes down towards the ground. Squeeze the shoulder blades tight. One more full inhale. Exhale to airplane lunge. Step the right foot all the way to the back of the mat. Keep hugging the navel up and in. Big inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior two, a few rounds of breath. You won't hear much from me. Go within. Flip your left palm upwards. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Get long from the left hip all the way through to the left wrist crease. Keep tracking the left knee towards the left pinky toe. Big inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the arms all the way down to the ground. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to half pigeon pose, bringing your left knee forward towards your outer left wrist. Wiggling that left shin forward any amount. Find your shape in the low body. Then take in a big inhale to find what space you have. And then as you exhale, trust as you surrender to the breath. A few more breaths. Next inhale, slowly rise all the way up, back up onto the hands. And then roll to the left hip so that you can release your right leg long. Making our way to butterfly pose. This time around, make sure you're towards the top of the mat. Creating a little bit of space between the heels and the hips so that when you lie onto your back, you can rest Bringing your left hand to the heart, right hand to the low belly. Simply noticing how you breathe. As you might be able to feel, I hope you can. The body, it is not a problem to solve. It's an entire universe to explore. We'll close with the same 3 count breath. In and out the nose. Uniting the breath. Big inhale together. Exhale, big sigh, let it go. Seal the lips. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Commit to that breath for the last few minutes of class. And then when you're ready, you can bend, or rather relax your arms towards your legs. And then slowly, you can use your hands to guide the knees inwards towards your chest, giving yourself a gentle squeeze. Feel free to sway a little bit from side to side. And eventually, you'll open the arms wide, arms out to the sides. Shift your hips 1 or 2 inches to the left. Keep the knees in close to the chest as you lower the knees to the right, spinal twist. You can keep the neck neutral, or you could choose to look over either shoulder. Next inhale, bring the knees back inwards towards the midline. Shift your hips 1 or 2 inches to the right. Keep the knees in close to the chest and lower the knees to the left, spinal twist. You can keep the neck neutral, or you can once again choose to look over either shoulder. The breath, it's our tool to simply be. Next inhale, bring the knees back in towards the midline. And give yourself one final squeeze. Let it be a moment of appreciation, because going inwards, awakening, it's worthy of praise. It supports the work of the whole. So thank you, thank you, thank you. final Shavasana. Extending your right foot to the right corner of the mat, left foot to the left corner of the mat. Relaxing the arms by the sides of the body. Palms face up. At this point in class, you don't have to focus on controlling the breath, on controlling the body. It's here that we access, we integrate the beauty of what it means to be in flow, to create, to experience from a place of presence. What we practice on our mats will soon become part of who we are once we leave them. So remember how powerful and how transformative presence can be as you rest. I'll guide you out in just a few minutes. Begin to consciously deepen your breath. And as you do, invite some small flickers of movement into the shape. Letting those movements become a little bit larger. And in the path that is most simple, most kind, knowing that you can stay as you are, over the next 30 seconds or so, we'll begin in a C, full circle. But it's crazy how much can change with some movement and breath, right? Let the sit bones ground, the spine lengthen, the heart space broaden. Hands through to the center of the heart. Thank you so much for practicing. I hope to see you soon.